Hey, Bleed, you see my homie?
Shit, I think I saw his ass over there type shit. Climbing that tree.
Merch it.
I can merch.
Why would he? No, never mind. Appreciate it, baby Bleed. Y'all, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat in this one, so I'm gonna tell y'all up front so y'all not surprised going forward. In this video, there will be an excessive amount of glazing, dick riding, an absurd amount of me yelling and raising my voice, because today in this video, we will be talking about the GOAT in the greatest Pokemon in the Pokemon anime, the Lebron even of Pokemon, Greninja. Yes, y'all heard me right. This 4'11" frog is the Lebron of Pokemon. And y'all, the reason why I call him that, because Charizard is obviously MJ. Lucario has to be Curry, which makes Greninja LeBron. And just like Bron, he's the GOAT of all Mons. We're done with the 90s. Him and Ash's run through Kalos needs to be studied, because just like Prime Vaughn, they were indeed terrorizing them boys. We gotta get into this Frigga's backstory. And yes, I said Frigga because he's a frog. Before Greninja became the nonchalant or a demon that we know now, he was just a regular ass Froakie. But the thing about Froakie is that they're naturally just a calm, carefree race of creatures. But our boy Froakie right here, he was not like them at all. He knew from the jump that nobody else was like him. When all the other Froakies would just be chilling by the pond, he would be out in the forest putting in that work, because he always knew that he was gonna go D1 then straight to the league. Like Pete, my son was just trying to train to get his reps in, but these two other Froakies just walked up and both of them was on straight hate timing. They had said some shit like, "Yo bro, you really think you finna go to the league? Let's be real, gang, you're not even that good for real." Nigga, fuck up talking to both y'all niggas ass. But they did not appreciate that disrespect, so they decided to get everybody to jump him for literally no reason. Like, dog, this shit don't make no type of sense. So because he wanted to be alone and do his own thing and not want to kick it with y'all chose to jump him for literally no reason at all. And after literally getting jumped out of his own hood, he ended up at Sycamore's lab where he became a starter Pokemon. He did not mess with the fact that he just basically became a slave and started rebelling against his trainers. Gang, so many trainers went back to Sycamore's lab just to return him because he would not listen to them. Like, fuck you mean you not gonna listen to me just because you think I'm not gonna be a good enough trainer for you? Mind you, he's doing this to new trainers, not experienced ones. I'm talking fresh to the game new.
Yeah. It's only my third day out here. I don't know.
But when he saw Ash, he knew immediately they was gonna be the next Braun and Wade, Braun and Kyrie, Braun and AD, Braun and Luca. And that's exactly what happened. They racked up so many confirmed kills, you would think they was in Nam how they was taking them boys' lives. But fast forward a whole bunch of episodes, Froakie evolved into Frogadier, and Ash and the gang have now made it to this ninja village. But turns out they pulled up to the village at the complete wrong time, because these two dudes, Hidayu and Kagimoto, decided to raid the village because they did not mess with this old dude. Blah, blah, blah. They just copying Naruto right now. And fast forward later in the episode, Ash is using Frogadier and Pikachu while Sanpei is using Greninja to fight against Hidayu and his Bisharp. Sanpei tells Greninja to use Night Slash, whilst Ash tells Pikachu to use Iron Tail and Frogadier to use Cut. Hidayu orders his Bisharp to use Fury Cutter. And Bisharp charges in and he jumps into the air and he proceeds to one-tap both Greninja and Frogadier with this attack, sending both of them straight into the ground. Yo, this is bad PR for my GOAT. I cannot lie, bro. Pikachu, Frogadier, and Greninja end up getting back up, and the play was to have Pikachu and Frogadier run around and try and confuse Bisharp while Greninja attacks head on with Quick Attack, but
Bisharp, snarl, Bisharp, snarl, Bisharp, snarl.
Gang, they got hit by the biggest Snarl I've ever seen in my life. Like, gang, Snarl is only 50 base power, and this one caused a big ass explosion on like the level of a Key Blast or something. Bisharp ends up trying to use Shadow Claw on Pikachu, but Frogadier ends up jumping in the way, and the GOAT has finally reached his true form. I repeat, the GOAT, the GOAT, has now officially reached his true form. Just peep the calm demeanor on his face right now, gang. He currently has no care in the world at all. Keep the tongue wrapped around his neck like it's a scarf. Like, dog, he is currently exuding so much aura right now, bro. When this episode came out, we were all witnessing greatness. And I can already hear y'all. I already told y'all there will be a lot of glazing and meat munching in this video, so don't be surprised by what I say. Let me actually get back to this fight, because the GOAT obviously puts belt to ass against Bisharp. And the way he does this is obviously by busting out a brand new never before seen transformation. Duh. And in this new form, they have a little bit of a scuffle, but it didn't really amount to anything on Bisharp's side because Greninja just pushes him back into Hidayu. They end up defeating Kagimoto and they end up letting him go. But we don't really care about this because this does not involve the Jafrote. Alright? I only care about moments that involve Greninja. Nothing else. And speaking of stuff that involves Greninja, let's fast forward some episodes and we see Ash having this 3-on-3 battle against Sawyer. And this is not the first time they fought each other, because the first time Ash put belt to Sawyer. And just like the first time, in this battle, Ash is tapping that ass. I mean, he put in straight BTA, word to Wallahi. They both end up sending out their aces, Sawyer's being Sceptile and Ash's, of course, being Frog James. Sawyer tells Sceptile to use Bullet Seed. And my shorty Ash, he tells Greninja to use Water Shuriken. Both of their attacks collide, and Ash immediately tells Greninja to use Cut. My shorty Ash is not giving this nigga no type of breathing room, because with no second thought, he immediately tells Greninja to use Aerial Ace. I already know Sawyer and Sceptile had PTSD from when he used that shit against them when Sceptile was still a Trico. And to not get caught lacking again, Sawyer tells Sceptile to counter with Leaf Blade. Their attacks collide and was so strong, it had niggas across the street having to stop and dick ride. And hey, we gonna get back to folks who drive by dick ride in the fight later. But first, we gotta get back to this masterclass of belt work Ash is putting on right now. Sceptile uses Dragon Pulse and Greninja tries to dodge it, but he still ends up getting hit. Sawyer does not let up on the gas and immediately orders Leaf Storm. And if you know what happened to Ash the last time he went up against a grass starter with Leaf Storm, you would think Sawyer would have this win literally in the palm of his hand, right? Like, gang, he figured out Greninja's battling style and everything. All he has to do is just keep on using ranged attacks and he'll win. I might have been wrong with calling Greninja the GOAT. He might actually just be a jobber.
Psych!
Niggas thought I'd actually turn on the GOAT that quickly. Hell nah, nigga, my GOAT is never wavered and never scared. You really thought a bum like Sawyer could have Frog, Greymon, James on the ropes? Fuck no, nigga. But hey, peep this shit though. One tap, get this bum off the court, gang. Who got next? Hey, fo, what my nigga Snoop say?
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Damn right, my GOAT can never lose to no scrub like this nigga. Ash ends up meeting up with Alon for the first time, and Alon asks if he and his Charizard could battle against Ash and his Greninja, and Ash being the one to never back down from a fight, he obviously says yes. They both send out their mons. Greninja starts to battle off by using Water Shuriken. Charizard uses Dragon Claw to cut through them. Greninja follows up with Cut, but Charizard dodges and uses Flamethrower. Alon Mega evolves his Charizard to Mega Charizard X, and he immediately orders Dragon Claw, so Ash uses Cut to counter it. Greninja uses Double Team, but Charizard gets rid of all the clones with Flamethrower. But that did not phase the GOAT at all. He goes in for the 2-piece spicy no biscuit. Charizard uses Thunder Punch. Wait, hold on, wait. Thunder Punch? Why the fuck does he know Thunder Punch? That shit had our boy on his knees. This nigga Alon started getting greedy and ordered that shit again. Like, nigga, damn, chill. Let us catch our breath first after the bombshell you just dropped on us. Like, why does this walking flaming lizard know the electric type move? Ash orders Water Shuriken, but Charizard shut that shit down immediately. Had everybody shocked and had me ready to beat this nigga ass through the screen. They both finally lock in and Greninja transforms into his Ash Greninja form. Oh yeah, I didn't tell y'all the name of this form. Well, that's the name, and it's also very different from Mega Evolution. I mean, very, very different. They don't need no Mega Ring or King Stone to transform at all. Charizard tries to fly up in the air, but Greninja follows him up with Aerial Ace and hits him with an uppercut. Charizard tries to hit him with another Thunder Punch, but Ash tells Greninja to use Cut to counter him. And after his first attack, he immediately uses Blast Burn and lays Greninja out on his back, winning the fight. Oh, hell nah. The writers had to have rigged this shit for this nigga to win, cause ain't no way my GOAT just lost like that. The nigga knew Thunder Punch. Why the fuck does he know that? He is a fire flying type. Why does he know a electric type move while fighting a fucking water type? This was a fixed match from the beginning. I know it, I just can't prove it yet. We see the gang stop at this Pokemon Center to rest up, and Clement wants to get data on Greninja transformation. So him and Ash have a simple one-on-one battle, but they end up getting no data from it. Oh hey, it's Alon. Yay. Ash ends up asking him if he wants to battle to see if they can get data from that. Alon says yeah, but they have to wait on Greninja to finish up getting healed before they can fight. So in the meantime, they have a simple one-on-one battle between their backup mons. Greninja gets done being healed and they get ready to fight.
Beat his ass, Greninja!
Ash starts to battle off with a simple Water Shuriken. Charizard weed all that shit and hit Greninja with that sweet chin music. Greninja tries to use Double Team, but we all know what happens when mons use Double Team in the show. Charizard shot all that shit down, but Greninja still needed to get his get back from when he uppercutted him earlier. Somehow this nigga teleports behind him and gave him free chiropractic services. Ron Mega evolves Charizard, and this is when the fight starts to pick up a little bit, because Greninja rushes in with Cut, but this nigga Charizard grabs it. He immediately hits him with a point-blank flamethrower to the face. Nigga, this was supposed to be a regular one-on-one so they can get data. Not no shit like this. Charizard rushes in with Thunder Punch, weaves Water Shuriken. God damn! This nigga just rearranged his insides. They finally lock the fuck in and transform. These are the type of fights I love to see, because Greninja bum rushes Charizard with Cut. Gotta be quicker than that. He blocks Flamethrower and dodges Thunder Punch. and he comes down from the top rope like he's Jeff Hardy. They both collide with Dragon Claw and Cut respectively. Greninja takes some damage, but that means nothing to the GOAT. He says, get your weak ass on somewhere. Oh shit, I'm dying. Man, I can't never win. Fuck. And yes, my GOAT just lost to the same nigga twice. But technically, Ash is the one who fainted, not Greninja. So that means my GOAT didn't lose. Let's go. Man, who am I kidding? Until they transformed, these two niggas were getting flipped and folded the whole fight. If we were going on boxing rules, Alon would have won. So the score is indeed 0-2 against this nigga Alon. But hey, we still 2-0 against that scrub Sawyer. We see Ash and Greninja training in this forest. They're trying to get more in sync so they can master the Ash Greninja transformation. And straight up out of nowhere, the champion of the region, Diantha, jumps out of a helicopter and says what's up with Ash. They end up telling her about the bomb phenomenon and the Ash Greninja transformation, leading her to ask for a battle against Ash. Greninja starts to battle off with Cut, but Diantha made sure her Gardevoir was Lead Nation certified. She uses Shadow Ball against Greninja's double team. Greninja tries to use Water Shuriken, but she dodges it effortlessly. Then she hits him with a Moon Blast straight into a tree. Greninja uses Water Shuriken as a diversion to get off a Cut. That's the first hit he landed, by the way. And then these two immediately lock the fuck in and activate their bomb phenomenon. Greninja beelines towards Gardevoir with Cut, but she blocks it with Shadow Ball. Diantha goes ahead and Mega Evolves her Gardevoir, and boy, oh boy, we are in for an immaculate squabble. This nigga Ash does a real Steel impersonation and sends out Water Shuriken, but Gardevoir counters it with Shadow Ball. Gardevoir tries to send out another Shadow Ball, but Greninja uses Aerial Ace to kick it away. And then this nigga Ash just starts tweaking out. I don't know what to call this version of his transformation, but I do know this is indeed peak cinema. Bloody sent out this Bumbaras clot of a giant Water Shuriken at her dome. Gardevoir tries to counter with Shadow Ball, but she must have not peeped. This nigga Greninja just went through the equivalent of getting a haircut and putting on a clean fit just to walk around the grocery store and not buy nothing. His aura levels are officially maxed out. Greninja's Water Shuriken cut through Gardevoir's Shadow Ball like it was butter. This nigga Ash just starts tweaking out again, and Ash.exe crashed again. I'm not as disappointed as with the fights with Alon, on the sole reason being he was fighting the champion here and not no random trainer with plot armor. After all these losses we've been taking, we need a redemption match. We need to have a battle with someone who we can easily give belt work to. And that's the sole reason why the game met up with Sawyer. Ash and Sawyer both decide to have a 3-on-3 battle against each other. This nigga gonna lose, this nigga gonna lose. I'm just gonna skip to when they pull out their aces because that's the only thing that we really care about. They just start going band for band with Leaf Blade and Aerial Ace respectively. Greninja tries to hit him with Cut, but Sceptile weaves it and hits him with Leaf Storm. Greninja tries to hit Sceptile with Aerial Ace but from behind, but Sceptile weaves that joint and makes Greninja regret eating this morning. Then for some odd reason, the writers fake this out on the transformation. Greninja starts moving like he the Flash or something. Oh shit, he might as well have been. That motherfucker was moving. That nigga Sceptile looking confused with a motherfucker. This nigga Ash over here pissing down his leg and shit. Over here saying shit in his head like, oh shit, I don't think I can get it up.
Pause.
And because Ash was having an existential crisis over there, Sawyer was able to get a Leaf Storm and a Dagger Leaf Blade to seal the match. Say you swear to God we just lost to this nigga. Say you swear to God we just lost to this jobber. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen from these two. This loss is worse than any loss to Alon. We lost to a scrub, a bona fide scrub. We basically just lost to the water boy. Sawyer is literally that one nigga on the basketball team who is just there for moral support. Be averaging 5 high fives, 10 good shots, and 13 dap ups. Hey, let me stop ranting and just move on to these last couple moments. The pressure on Ash to perform in this battle was through the roof. On the sole reasons being Sawyer already beat this gym, and Sawyer is tagging along himself to watch Ash fight. But Ash's head was indeed not in the game at all, because he sends out Greninja and the whole time he was fighting, he was just thinking about his loss to Sawyer. And because he wasn't locked in, Greninja ended up getting hit with Ice Fang and then spun into a corner by a Jar Ball and losing Ash the match. Ash ends up getting all depressed after the loss and just runs off into the forest. Serena ends up going out to try and find him, and she sees that he's just sitting on a log moping around. She tries to convince him to come back so they can figure out a way to beat Wolfric. But Ash basically tells her, shut up, you don't know my pain, you don't know what I'm going through.
My bad, nigga. I was just trying to help your sad ass.
I have to deal with this on my own.
Nigga, you is not Spencer James. You is not Captain Crenshaw.
So she just starts throwing hella snowballs at this nigga and just runs away. That shit actually knocks some sense into him. So he runs off and finds this cave so he can get out of the blizzard. He ends up helping some wild Pokemon out of the cold, and he realizes the whole reason why he's even on this journey in the first place. The whole time, Greninja is running around the forest trying to find him. He ends up meeting up with Zygarde 10%, and he basically asks him, hey Bleed, you see my homie?
Shit, I think I saw his ass over there type shit. Climbing a tree.
Merch it.
I can merch.
Why would he... No, never mind. Appreciate it, baby Bleed. Ash tries to get the last people out the tree, but the branch breaks. But Greninja comes in and saves both of them.
Aw. Butterfingers.
Ash and Greninja end up locking all the way the fuck in to save the Spupa. They end up using the power of friendship to save Spupa. And after a little heart to heart and watching some Pokemon evolve after a traumatic event, we are now ready to face Wolfric again. And y'all already know the drill here. We just gonna skip to the part where Ash sells Baby G onto the court. Knowing them other fights I said Ash was giving BTA, well in this one he's actually giving a belt to Ash masterclass. Ash and Greninja lock in like they've never locked in before and immediately transform off the rip. Greninja rushes in with air release and he puts hands and feet on this nigga Abomasnow. And after some excellent choreography with Cut and a water shuriken to the chest, Wolfric finally mega evolves his Abomasnow. Greninja rushes in with Cut, but Abomasnow freezes it. And I want y'all to guess what Ash decides to do in this situation. If you said use the frozen blades as ice skates, you'll be correct in your out of the box ass answer. He weaves all the ice shards and then hits him with an axe kick followed by a devious combo. And after all of that, Abomasnow was done, making Greninja the victor. Yeah, I can't with this nigga, bro. This nigga is the fucking GOAT. He's the GOAT. I don't care this is our first win after 5 back-to-back losses. He's still the GOAT. We are finally here, ladies and gentlemen. The Kalos League semifinals. This match in particular has a lot weighing on it because this is Ash and Sawyer's first battle since Sawyer beat Ash and basically sent him into a depression. Ash sells Big G onto the court and they waste 0 time getting into this fight. Greninja starts to battle off with some water shurikens, but Sceptile uses Dragon Claw to cut through them. Sceptile uses Frenzy Plant to get rid of all of Greninja's clones. And they just start going band for band with Cut and Leaf Blade respectively. And for some odd reason, Ash and Sawyer just start talking to each other in their minds. Hey. It's Pokemon being Pokemon. Shit like this happens here a lot. Ash and Greninja put in that boss call, and now they're in that mode. Sawyer must have not want to feel left out, so he starts popping this shit too. He mega evolves his Sceptile, and now we're really in for a top 3 fade in the series. Sceptile starts it off with Frenzy Plant, and Greninja turns into a full-on weed whacker and starts slicing and dicing them. Greninja throws a water shuriken, but Sceptile cuts it with Dragon Claw. Greninja rushes in, and he hits him with a uppercut followed by a spinning axe kick. They start going band for band with Leaf Blade and Cut again, and Sceptile follows that up by shooting him with a missile. Sceptile tries to use Frenzy Plant again, but that don't work. There's no way out of this one.
You're done.
They finally got that Weed Nation certificate before the match, and they just had to flex it. Greninja summons a big-ass water shuriken on his back and jumps up into the air. And the only thing Sceptile saw after he did that was 1,000 niggas ready to jump him.
Did you call bank? I called gang.
This nigga Ash orders Greninja to throw this big-ass water shuriken at him. And that was a frosted on his belt-ass cake. Sceptile was done after that shit.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
This battle just proved that the win that he got over my glorious Frog King was fraudulent. Baby Bleed, we are finally here. The Kalos League Finals between the GOAT Ash Ketchum and his opponent, Alon.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Subs in the drippiest one after Guja went down to Bisharp's guillotine. Greninja uses the rain that Guja set up to boost his water shuriken and take out Bisharp. Alon sends out his Charizard. And if y'all want to compare this finals to any NBA finals, this is equivalent to the 2016 finals between the Warriors and the Cavaliers. Greninja rushes in and dodges Flamethrower and follows that up with Cut. The rain ends up going away, so now it's a fair and even fight now. These two are not fucking around, gang. They transform immediately. And look at this scene right here. This shit is cold as fuck. Them Japanese niggas understood the assignment entirely when they animated this. Alon mega evolves his Charizard, and all I can say here is, let's get active! Greninja starts his shit off with Double Team, but Charizard gets it all prone to Flamethrower. Greninja throws a water shuriken at him, but he cuts it with Dragon Claw. So they just start going pound for pound with Air Lace and Dragon Claw respectively. Thanks to this is some of the best animation I've seen out of this show. Charizard tries to burn Greninja with Flamethrower, but he cuts that bitch in half. Charizard tries to use Blast Burn, but Greninja bangs his giant-ass water shuriken on the ground to counter it. Greninja runs through the smoke, and he hits him with that 2-piece combo with Lemon Pepper Fries. And they both clash with Cut and Dragon Claw respectively. And nigga, do you see this animation? This is some JJK Season 2 levels of animation quality, my nigga. Gang, why does Pokemon have more animation quality than the entirety of Invincible Season 2? Charizard tries to hit him with Thunder Punch, but Greninja uses a giant water shuriken to counter it. Greninja holds his giant water shuriken up in the air, and he turns that bitch golden. Alon orders Charizard to use Blast Burn, and Greninja throws the giant golden water shuriken at Charizard to clash with Blast Burn. Both of the attacks collide, and we see both Greninja and Charizard standing there in the smoke. And it looks like Greninja's the victor, but he ends up fainting, which means Alon and his Charizard are in fact the winners.
Damn it, my parlay.
All of the Team Flare stuff I won't be covering in this video. Maybe some other time though, but not right now. This video is already long enough. I just want to say Happy New Year's. I know this video won't come out by New Year's, but hey, fuck it. And I know I've been gone for a while, but hey, I have an excuse. I was sick. Yeah, somehow I managed to catch the flu while on winter break, which means I couldn't record for a week. And I know last year I wasn't the most consistent I could have been. But going into the rest of 2026, we gonna be a lot more consistent. When I tell you 2026 is gonna be our year, it's gonna be our year. We finna be putting foots on niggas' necks. One of my main goals this year is to hit 100 subscribers, and I think we can deadass do that. And don't think I'm just gonna say all that shit and disappear for several months. If everything goes well, the earliest y'all might see another vid from me is later this month or early next month. And I know for a fact y'all gonna like that one. But hey, that concludes the story of the Lebron of Pokemon. Maybe. If y'all want me to make the Team Flare video, y'all gonna have to run this bitch up. Please, I beg of you, like and subscribe. I've been working on this video since October. Follow my TikTok and Instagram, both linked in the description. And please let me know what y'all want me to cover next in the comments. Whatever y'all say, I'll do. But without further ado, game, set, match.